So we create new neural networks or repeat old ones all the time, every day. We learn something new, or we remember something that we already knew how to do, or knowledge that we have. All of these things are stored in the brain as neural circuits or disappear because we don't repeat them enough. But the cool thing about mental rehearsal is that we are able to create such lasting neural circuits that become knowledge of our own without even turning to the external environment and actually doing it, such as, learning how to ride a bicycle, like in real life on a bicycle. We can also just do it with mental rehearsal. Rehearsal is a key word here. I'll get back to that later. 1995, there was a very fun, interesting, and telling study done with groups of people who were going to learn or practice learning how to play the piano with one hand. So one group of people got a piano, their one hand, and they learned how to do specific exercises for 2 hours a day, 5 days in a row. And another group got to witness the first group doing it. So they got the idea of what it actually looked like. And then they went back to their drawing board and closed their eyes and had no piano, but just mentally rehearsed this exercise of one hand playing the piano for the same amount of time, 2 hours per day for 5 days. And at the end of this study, research and the measurements of the brains of these two groups showed that there was very little difference between the brains of these two groups. Both groups had developed and grown a new neural circuit or a cluster of neural circuits in a new part of the brain that represented knowing how to play the piano with one hand or doing this exercise. So that's very, very telling for the power of simply mentally rehearsing something. We can teach the mind through the brain how it feels and is in a new reality without it already having happened. And when we change our minds, we change our brain. And when we change our brains, we change our minds.